following podcast is recorded and produced by the Podcast Precinct in affiliation with the network at bicbp-radio.com. The Podcast Precinct. Consistency, creativity, culture.
The Nostalgia Funhouse proudly dedicates all episodes in the loving memory of Connie Chirac. So, Johnny, I've been hearing really great things about this Nostalgia Funhouse. It just brings back so many great memories.
Andrew, the only reason I'm moving in line with you here is that you really vouched for this show. So I'm just going to believe you that this is the show that I've been wanting, which is just talking about all the fun stuff from our yesteryear and the years before. And I really hate anything meta, so I'm glad that what we're doing right now is not that.
Oh, no, definitely. What is meta? Isn't that Ron Artest's new name?
Well, add world and peace to it, sure.
Yeah, but this is great. They last year they were tier and play sets and Halloween costumes.
Well, that sounds cool.
They get these weird court recordings from pop culture courts.
Does anybody care about court cases?
These ones are kind of cool. They put Scott Kelvin on trial. Poor old Santa Claus there.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, man. You know what's the best part about this is though? Is I hear they always got a really great sponsor. You can check it out right there.
Activate meditation chamber.
From Kenner's Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back collection, Darth Vader's Star Destroyer that you put together. Batteries not included.
Darth Vader's stronger now. He's got moves.
Luke Skywalker. Action figures each sold separately. You can slide the viewing screen, turn Darth on the command bridge, and make Luke escape through the hidden hatch.
Test the laser cannon. We gotta find Luke. Come on.
Darth Vader's Star Destroyer from Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back collection. Action figures each sold separately from Kenner.
Welcome to the Nostalgia Funhouse. He's Andrew, I'm Johnny, and we are here in the midst of perhaps one of the most incredible events to ever, as Y2J would say, ever happen in pop culture history. We are going to take some of the most famous villains in pop culture, and we're going to have them go against each other, tournament style. Andrew, who are some of the early favorites for you?
Oh, geez. So Johnny kind of gave me a rule without giving me a rule.
I don't know what you're talking about, so let's see what this is.
So you sent me your list of 10, right?
I just thought of just 10 villains just off the top of my head who I thought should be in it. Just major villains, like Darth Vader.
You did something interesting. You kind of went with only one villain per franchise in a way.
Right. Yeah. Yes.
Per show, per movie trilogy, per.
I thought that was fair. This could all be all Batman villains for all we know, because he has so many great ones.
We could actually make a tournament because I'm glad I found this. As you can see, this bracket fights thing is pretty amazing because it is interactive, and that's what I was looking for this. Even though some of these pictures did not come out, the greatest in here. Sorry for
this is way off topic, and I wish I would have thought of this when we were recording our sports show to tell you this, but I'm telling you this now so I don't forget. I have an idea for streaming for our sports podcast. NBA 2K does these the best of teams, right? Like the best of the Charlotte Hornets, as all those players. I want to do a major tournament with all this stuff because you can make one-on-one games where the CPU plays the CPU and whoever wins. Oh, that type of thing.
But so this is the villain tournament, but we got Darth Vader, we got Hordak, Lord Zed, Bowser, Mum-Ra, Megatron, Jaws. I love that one. Hordak, and I'm actually surprised you didn't put in Bowser, and I came up with Ganon as well. So there is an eclectic group. Lex Luthor, Velociraptor, Sauron, probably some little known characters because I'm a big 80s cartoon nerd, and I put some of those in there, as Johnny called my Tex Hex, the Tex Hex guy from Brave Star. You put some damn respect.
Yeah, he's a zombie cowboy. It's fine.
Yeah.
Great facial hair. I ain't even want to lie.
But Before we get into this villain thing, though, I do want to, uh, because I feel it's a pop culture legend, and it's close to somebody that we know, very close to somebody that we know. Uh, I don't know if you probably read it on Facebook, but
Yes.
uh, a great martial artist and somebody, he was our friend's great uncle, and also big part of, I would say, both of our childhoods, not even knowing it.
Yes.
We do mention.
Major. This is like we're really good friends with Matt, our buddy
Yes.
Matt, and I still remember when he was telling me about his great uncle and like what all he did, and just started naming all of these movies and franchises that he had a big hand in, and my mind was blown because it's basically my childhood. Karate Kid, Ninja Turtles. Those are two big ones right off the bat, right there. But he was a incredibly talented martial artist, and a lot of studios and stuff would use him for that stuff. And he's probably best well known as the referee for the Karate Kid match, the very famous Karate Kid match. So he technically has an action figure.
Yes, that was, I still say to Matt all the time. I'm like, dude, your uncle has an action figure.
Yeah,
That is
what a legacy. Sadly, he did pass away, but it was really, really cool to see, like on Twitter, all these famous people talking about Pat E. Johnson, like that. What a legacy to leave behind. But obviously, our thoughts and prayers are out to Matt and the family. What a loss, not just for them, but for all of us, really. One of those unheralded names that had such a major part of our childhood, whether you realized it or not.
and it's because he has close ties to Matt. I hate it when people go that the referee mixed the face kick and Karate Kid, because I go, I know somebody in that family, and they would have called that. They would have called it. That was a perfectly legal kick. So
Yes.
I stand up for a, a movie referee just because I
Right.
know his nephew. But like I said, uh, great legacy left behind. Big part of my childhood, and prayers and thoughts go out to the family as well.
Yes. But now let's talk about some villains
Yes.
here. We're gonna we've got 20 villains. We're
Mhm.
gonna see who comes out on top. And here's an even more fun part of this. Next time on this show, we're gonna do heroes the same way.
Yes.
And after that, we're going to put whoever wins this up against whoever wins the hero one for the ultimate epic battle of good versus evil.
Yes. Who will win? Who will survive? But
Yes, we'll find out, won't we?
all right. So our first matchup here, we have Darth Vader versus Tux Hex from Bravestar.
Okay. This I'm going to let you speak on this because I don't even feel this is a fair fight.
It's not a fair fight. I completely just randomized all of this, like whatever came up in the pictures. There's a spot at the bottom, you'll probably see it because, like I said, this is a website, and it just says, oh no, when I was making this, it just said fill empty spots, and I said, let's go with that because it's completely random. But this would probably be like a bottom seed guy versus a top seed guy, and
It kind of works in a real tournament situation because this sort of is like a 1 going against a 16 here.
yeah, it's Darth Vader.
Yeah, Darth Vader all the way. One of the most iconic villains of all time. Darth Vader wins this.
So, oh, there we go. So I just got to click on it. That is sweet. So this is, oh, they actually show the full picture here. So next,
Oh, I'm kind of disappointed. I want to see crotch.
you cut in the corner. What is,
I love that Doc Ock. I'm just getting if you look at a lamp Doc Ock, you just see just his green crotch right above Joker's mouth.
okay, so that's what we have.
Do with that what you will.
Lord Zed versus Miles Mayhem. Miles Mayhem is the leader of Venom from Mask, which you said that didn't have a very good theme song, which I try not to lose sleep over, but I do. I'm gonna go Lord Zed.
I am too. Yeah. I think Lord Zed wins this one. No offense to the mask.
I think
This is a tough one right here.
this is
for
a
me.
tough one. Joker versus Doc Ock. Neither one of them are like a super, like they're super villains, but they're not like super villains with powers per se.
Right, yeah. Like Joker is like a maniac who doesn't care about human life, right?
And
Doc Ock is a pretty deep character, actually. But when it comes to like physical prowess, you're right. They're not known for their fighting skills, for example.
I think
This is tough. I don't know.
I want to say the Joker, but then
I this is so tough.
I
Like
want
I
to
think in an actual battle, this would be fairly close because the Joker would have all these, not the Joker fish or whatever he's going to have on him. But then Doc Ock literally has 4 extra arms,
the thing.
metal arms on top of that. This guy could literally be like scratching himself as he's like eating breakfast and working on a laptop all at the same time, which I really respect.
Thing with the Joker though is, like you said, he has no respect for human life and pretty much even his own at certain points.
Right. Yeah, I think if you go,
And he broke Batman.
he did. But in the comics, Doc Ock literally takes over Peter Parker's body at one
That's
point
true.
and it becomes Superior Spider-Man. Getting really nerdy here.
Yeah.
I love those books, by the way. That's an underrated Spider-Man run, Superior Spider-Man.
I want to say Joker.
I think Joker does win it, but I really hate to see Doc Ock go because he's legit one of my favorite all-time villains. But I do agree. I think Joker goes on.
I think the thing is Doc Ock's very intelligent. There's a super
Yes.
intelligence to him, but I think the psychoticness of the Joker and probably a little bit of unpredictability beats out that logic.
Yeah, I still think I agree, and I think Doc Ock has respect for certain things like intelligence and stuff, and I couldn't remotely tell you what Joker respects, if anything at all. so
Good time. So let's go.
Joker moves on. Yeah,
Jaws versus Mumra.
this is incredible.
There is no way.
All right, now where are they fighting? Are they fighting in the ocean?
There's no way on Third Thundera or on New Thundera does Mumra lose to a shark. I'm sorry.
It's not just a shark, though.
It's a shark.
It's not just a shark. It's a great white shark, and it's one of the biggest ever seen. And it's a man-eater. It literally eats people left and right. Doesn't care.
We're talking about Mumra.
And at one time, it's in 3D, Andrew. This shark is in 3D. Does Mumra ever get in 3D?
No, because he was made in the 80s and it was made by.
Well, when was Jaws was made in the 70s, my friend? It still came in 3D.
But Jaws 3D wasn't in the 70s.
But he could have been. I mean,
it's Mumra.
this is
Johnny.
this is the villain who made Steven Spielberg.
Johnny, it's Mumra. Johnny, it's Mumra.
I don't want it to be. I want it to be Jaws.
It's Mumra.
All right.
Megatron.
Oh, this is another tough one.
Megatron.
It's Bowser, man.
Megatron.
It's Bowser.
It's Megatron.
Bowser is so relevant that he had a hit song this year.
We're talking Megatron.
We're talking Bowser. I'm playing Super Mario Wonder as we speak.
Bowser can't even kill Mario. Megatron took out Optimus Prime.
After how many tries, though? He took a lot of attempts.
Bowser still hasn't beaten Mario.
Bowser is a lover.
How
man.
can you not beat a plumber from New York, but yet Megatron took out Optimus Prime? He took over a ship, attacked Autobot City on Earth.
You know what bugs me about Megatron? He's this giant robot, but he transforms into a little handgun. I don't care for that. Doesn't make sense. Make it make sense. I get a giant lizard who wants to marry a princess.
He's now a tank, actually. He's now a tank.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. But when I was a kid, he turned into a little freaking gun. And You know what? Bowser I relate to because he's this giant ugly lizard who just wants a princess to love him. And I
But
get that. And I relate to that.
Megatron. It's Megatron. You know Megatron's taking out Bowser with one shot.
I don't know. Not one shot.
Yeah,
That's
one shot.
That's disrespectful.
That giant cannon.
He'd have to have somebody. You say, "Hey,
If you're
Starscream,
thinking
let me
Megatron-
transform into a gun."
If you're thinking Bowser can beat Megatron, you're thinking Bowser and his army could take out all the Decepticons, which would never happen.
Bowser can grow. Have you seen him? He gets ginormous.
And Megatron has a giant gun,
Megatron gets smaller.
but he has a cannon right on his arm. He shoots.
Starscream about took him out that one time.
No,
In the same movie in which he kills Optimus Prime.
He did not take him out. He let him.
He hurt him pretty badly though.
Not Starscream. Optimus Prime did. But
Oh yeah. But he kicked him out. But Starscream, you know what I mean?
Starscream,
Like he got a nip out in the bud.
It's Megatron, Johnny.
I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
You know it. I know in your heart it's Bowser. But logically.
All right, you Vulcan. I guess we'll go Megatron.
It's Megatron.
But I want it on record. I don't like it.
I 100% understand. Lex Luthor versus Sauron.
Lex Luger versus Sauron here. I always do that.
I almost typed it in because when I was first doing a bracket, it was just like not in
the names
of one. Yeah. So it was just the names, and I was like, "Oh, what's
Yeah.
a good one? Like he's got Joker. What's a good Superman one?" I was like, Brainiac. I was like, "Yeah." What about Lex Luthor? And I almost typed in Lex Luger.
Yeah,
but Lex Luthor without the Lex Express versus Sauron.
It's Sauron, right?
Yeah, it's Sauron.
No. Lex is incredibly intelligent. I mean, to be just a regular person and to be like Superman's greatest rival is an incredible feat. But yeah,
I would have probably taken Lex over a couple of probably Lex over Doc Ock though too.
Oh man, that'd be tough.
That probably would.
I think they're sort of equals in a way. But yeah. All right, this is a pretty interesting one here.
Do you know who that guy is? That other than the Velociraptor?
He looks like he'd be in the X-Men, but I don't know who he is.
That is one of the coolest G.I. Joe guys ever from G.I. Joe the movie. That is Nemesis Enforcer.
All right, so Velociraptor wins. Let's go on.
Nemesis Enforcer has superhuman strength because he is from Cobra. La 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 la. And he can fly.
I'll raise you. He can fly to. It's a dinosaur who can open up a door.
Nemesis Enforcer peeled the door back.
It's a dinosaur who can open up a door,
and he broke into
never alone.
He broke into a G.I. Joe base, ripped open the door, went through the beams because he covered himself with his wings.
I don't care.
Nemesis Enforcer.
These Velociraptors are going to literally eat him alive. Because you're alive when they start eating you.
Yeah. How are you going to get to him? Nemesis Enforcer.
They run like 60 plus miles per hour.
Nemesis Enforcer can fly. He'll just pick them up and drop them to the ground.
He won't be able to touch them. They'll bite his arm off, literally. It's hard to have super strength if you don't have arms.
Nemesis Enforcer doesn't care.
Well, he's going to care when they're eating his head.
I think we should do G.I. Joe the movie this just so you can witness the power.
This is a vlog. I will fight on. I've succumbed previously.
Yeah, letting those are all the right choices.
In your opinion,
I could not give up Nemesis Enforcer to a Velociraptor.
I will fight you on this. You give me this one. The Velociraptor is moving on.
I will give you any other you want. I could not give up.
Okay, all right, let's go back up.
This is
Megatron loses then.
No, it's set in stone.
Now I'm going to let you have one or the other. Either Megatron loses or this Velociraptor wins. Your choice.
Oh my goodness, that there's no way Nemesis Enforcer could lose to a Velociraptor.
I don't even know who Nemesis Enforcer is.
Just know he's the most badass G.I. Joe.
If he was badass, I would know.
Yeah, because have you ever seen G.I. Joe the movie?
No, I'm watching Velociraptors.
Okay, I'm going to tell you right now. He beat up Sergeant Slaughter.
Well, so did Hulk Hogan, and he was a nanny one time.
Yeah, well, that was Iraqi sympathizer.
Oh well, see, there you go. It's a
hard to
Velociraptor
define.
in this. I'm going to let you choose. You can either have the Velociraptor lose.
I can't go back. I don't think I can go back.
Well, then I guess this
Raptor
Raptor
lost.
winning.
The Velociraptor in this case is the Charlotte Hornets. They're not getting out.
Oh, now you're just
No.
kicking him in while he's down. What are you doing, Andrew?
I don't see how a Velociraptor could beat Nemesis Enforcer.
Because it's not just one Velociraptor.
No,
They
it's
never
one.
alone.
Oh no! So you put Velociraptor, not Velociraptors.
Because I don't need to. Everybody knows this is a multiple thing. You're not just taking one raptor on.
Well, then that's like with Jaws.
But he's just always been one Jaws. He's just one. It's one shark.
This is your one. This is your one.
Oh man, I think most people are going to side with me because they're not going to know
I don't
who the
think.
other guy is.
I think there's going to be some comments for anybody that saw GI Joe the movie.
All right, well then I'll let you have it then. Take
Oh
him.
no! It's. Can I go back?
Actually, I don't know. See if you can. Yeah, you can. Look at that.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. See, I want it on a record though. I don't like it.
Doc Hager versus Lord Voldemort. So this is kind of that Tex Hex.
Yeah, I mean, one of them you're not even supposed to say his name.
Yeah. This is kind of a weird blending of magic versus like mechanical technology, and for some reason I feel like magic's gonna win out any time.
Yeah, I mean he's probably one of the greatest Lakers of all time, so I agree.
And he also lived on the side of a guy's head.
Yeah, he sure did.
So this is one time I look like we're in agreement. Some Lord Voldemort action.
We've agreed on more than we haven't, but the ones we haven't agreed on, I've been very vocal about.
Oh, we're going right into round 2 over here.
All right, let's do it. It's Darth Vader.
Yeah. I'm not even going to argue with you on that one.
Yeah. All right, the next one. This one's also easy. It's Joker.
Versus Mum Ra.
I do like that you're really thinking about this though.
I mean, I'm thinking about this because
it's been a long time. What's Mum Ra's what's his thing? What's his deal?
he turns into Mum Ra. So he's super strength.
How do we have him and not Skeletor? Just out of curiosity.
Where is Skeletor?
He's not on here.
A JPEG probably never produced.
Oh man.
Damn it.
When you get older, it's just tougher for the JPEGs to produce.
How did I not type him in? I thought I typed him in.
He's like, I would think your He-Man fandom, he would have been one of the biggest ones on here.
Yeah. You had him on. Oh, damn it.
I even had him on my list.
Yeah, I know. I screwed that up. That's where the one was missing. I thought I missed one.
Yeah, I'm so in my heart, I want to say this is Skeletor going up against Joker.
So since I screwed up, you get to pick. I'll let you just pick this one.
I honestly just don't know. I don't remember Mumra's deal at all.
Like a lot of super strength, but there's something sadistic about the Joker. There's something crazy about the Joker.
The Joker literally destroys Superman's life.
Yeah, like when he killed Jason Todd as a kid, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Or supposedly killed Jason Todd as a kid.
Yeah, in comics, nobody's ever dead. But yeah, I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna say Joker here, but it's just purely because I don't remember Mumra's moves, his deal off the top of my head.
Oh, it's
Oh, this is a tough one.
It's Megatron. I mean, Sauron without the ring. He needs the ring.
He doesn't need the ring. He wants the ring.
Yeah, but why didn't he come back in physical form at any time in the movie?
The fact of the matter is, he didn't come back in physical form, but he was still like the scourge of the world. Despite that, it was just a tower with an eyeball. That's pretty incredible, if you ask me. I like the whole world was definitely afraid of that eyeball. That's pretty incredible. And he had whole armies. I mean, I know Megatron had an army too, but he had whole armies working for him.
Is this 1-on-1 or with the armies?
Let's just say it's 1-on-1 up for this. I think you're just forgetting how powerful Sauron was. Like literally, in the movie, if you watch the movie at the beginning, the very first movie, like he's taking out with one swing, he's taking out like 10 and 20 people. So, I think this is a much closer fight than you may be thinking it is.
I'll go Sauron.
I think it's tough. I do think Megatron puts up a heck of a fight, though. But I'm going to go Sauron as well.
Voldemort.
Yeah, I'm also going to go Voldemort for my previous argument that a Velociraptor should have been there. But I will say, I do think Voldemort would have beat a Velociraptor because of magic.
Joker versus Darth Vader.
Wow.
I think if Joker finds out about Anakin's past,
That's a great point because he would definitely use that.
I think he drives him crazy.
I don't think you're wrong. Wow. These are like two of the most iconic villains of all time going against each other here.
I think he drives him crazy. I think that's Vader's greatest weakness.
I think you're definitely right.
And he starts making fun of him, probably about Palpatine.
And when he's force choking the Joker, the Joker's probably getting off on it.
Yeah, probably.
And man, this is
I mean, the Joker's sick.
He is. I'm going to say
I'm not going to disagree with that. I think the Joker can drive him a little bit more insane.
I think it's going to be, if this is a real fight, Darth Vader is like destroying the Joker at the beginning, right? It just seems like it's just so overpowered. But then the Joker is going to start
switches.
Yeah, then the Joker is just going to slowly like just saying things and like about Padme and stuff like that, and just slowly destroying.
Doesn't he choke Padme in Revenge of the Sith?
Yeah.
Because maybe he's like, hey, yeah, choke me like you did Padme.
Yeah.
Then he's going to be like, mother.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joker?
Now, if Joker just figure out that Batman's mom's name is Martha.
Oh, my goodness. So we're going to go Joker on this one?
I think Joker, yeah. But, man, I honestly, going into this, I thought Vader was going all the way.
Joker's just so sadistic. This is a powerful one.
Wow. I don't even know.
I don't even know either. I think this is a toss-up.
This is a good God. Oh, man.
Holy shnikes. I didn't think we were going to get here. Wow, we're both stumped.
I don't even know. Wow.
I mean, these are the baddies
Yeah, neither one of them have a nose.
Yeah.
So they'll never smell anything. But oh man, this is tough.
I mean, one guy was defeated by a kid, the other guy was defeated by
a ring being melted.
There's some weaknesses there.
Yeah, every villain has a weakness like that, though, or it'd be ridiculous.
Kind of stored their souls into something else.
Yes. Yeah. Man.
So I don't feel like there's a wrong answer.
I don't think there's a wrong answer here either.
And I could hear comments just popping off. What did you
mean? All right.
I don't feel that they're like I'm honestly inclined to just let you choose since I completely forgot about Skeletor, which really angers me. Hurts me deeply.
All right, so here's the reason I'm going to go with Sauron. I do think this will be a fantastic match here, a fantastic battle. But just personally, and while I do love the Harry Potter films, I think they get better as the movies go.
Yeah.
Which not every franchise can claim that. So that's actually pretty. I mean, I think the best Harry Potter movies are the two Deathly Hallows ones.
Those are really good movies,
and that's pretty incredible feat. So saying that though, like the Lord of the Rings are in my all-time favorite trilogies ever, and Sauron's obviously a major part of that. So for me, he's going to get the edge here. That's just purely out of fandom, though. Even though I do like my favorite villain in Harry Potter is not he who we can't say. It's Snape, who's not really a villain at all. But here we go. Here's the epic matchup.
If you would have told me the Joker would have made it this far, I don't think I would have believed it.
Now here's where I think the Joker does get kind of stomped.
Yeah, I think there's not much here.
I mean, what's he going to say to this guy? Like that's his
nothing. I think he gets stomped.
I think it's just this is when you're going to wish Vader had gotten here because this fight would have been much better against Vader.
I think he gets just stomped.
I think so too. I'm going to give us to Sauron.
Yeah.
Man, What the Joker getting this far, like I did think he would get far, but all right, here we go. The next side.
Apocalypse. So I did get a Motu guy because I was like, he said franchises, and I went with Shira's. Shira,
Skeletor's not here, but
but Hordak was Skeletor's leader at one point. I don't know if you
that's
knew
true. I didn't know that. Yeah.
that. Okay. So
I've just so you know, I've studied a little bit of Skeletor for whatever reason. Who knows?
you mean Eldor? Ooh. um Apocalypse versus Hordak.
I'm going to give it to Apocalypse.
I'm gonna give it to Apocalypse too.
I mean, he's a pretty big baddie in the X-Men universe. This is a fantastic one.
You know how like I was sitting here and I looked at your list and then I was like, wait a minute. You didn't even put in Bowser. You didn't put in Ganon.
This is the greatest fight I didn't know I needed to see.
This is like this is right up your alley.
I love everything about this. Two incredible villains in two franchises I really love. My heart and soul, however, will always go Ninja Turtles. And this is tough. I think this is actually a pretty close fight. So since I love both of these, but if my biasness got to me, it would be Shredder. I'm going to let you choose.
Shredder's very bumbling if we look at.
In the cartoon, he is, but in all the other source materials, he is most certainly not.
Yeah, even in the 2012 one, he's pretty. I think I'll go Shredder.
That's my guy right there. Here we go.
That
was sorry to Trevor who loves Zelda.
I was gonna say I could hear Trevor just.
Hey, Trevor needs to shut up. Sauron won the last round, so he should be a pretty happy fella.
That's like his dream matchup, probably. Sauron.
Yes, yeah, he's gotta be.
He's probably like. He's probably I've never heard Trevor swear. I don't know if he does swear, which I can't picture him.
He does when he drops a taco.
Oh. Well, at this point I can hear mother effing us.
Oh, he would definitely, yeah.
Apocalypse versus Shredder.
Oh, is it gonna go ahead and fill this one out? We're not gonna go down the row here.
This is the last side.
Oh yeah. There's no
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Yeah. I mean, I love Shredder, but it's Apocalypse.
Yeah. And then our final battle.
Now, this really is an epic battle right here. Wow. Two guys who are very capable of literally taking over the world.
And pretty much immortal.
Yeah.
Way.
Wow. What a man. I know we ended up with a pretty fantastic final here.
Oh crap.
I don't know. This could go either way.
If I gotta pick one, and it's probably me being biased, I would pick Apocalypse.
I understand, but I have a foot in both of these.
I think when you strength wise, they might be evenly matched.
Yeah.
Apocalypse, I don't know much about Sauron other than the movies.
Right.
Oh, I feel like Apocalypse is a little bit more intelligent. He can, as you put for, I can't remember who you put in there. Oh, Bowser. He can make himself grow. He can, shapeshift his appendages as well.
Yeah. I think this is a fight I would actually love to see.
I would pick Apocalypse if I got to pick one.
This is so tough.
I'm looking at both of them and I just feel like Apocalypse is going to win.
I'm going to agree with you. I do think Apocalypse wins, but again, it's a heck of a fight. Very, very close. But Apocalypse to me isn't like he's not above. If you watching the original animated X-Men cartoon,
Yeah.
Like even if that's just your source material, he's a good gosh. But in the comics, it's even more so. I mean, the Age of Apocalypse. There's
I was going to mention that.
the horse. Like he turns some of the X-Men into horsemen for crying out loud. Or I mean, one of them's Arn Anderson. So yeah, I'm going to agree with you. I think Apocalypse wins this thing. Who in a way, I think is kind of a dark horse winner here.
I would have to say, no pun
I mean,
intended, because of comics.
I going into this, if you would have just asked me who I thought, well, if I had to place quote unquote a bet on this, I would have betted it on Vader. I think.
I was leaning towards Vader as well. I thought maybe Vader, Voldemort, or actually I thought Vader on that other side was just going to sweep it, but I think the wackiness of the Joker.
Yeah. And maybe Vader someday later, but for now he's just a small fry.
I can see Matt's probably pissed, but at that one, actually, I don't know. He might agree with us.
I don't know. Actually, I'm really curious what he thinks on that. I'm sure he'll let us know. Man, what a battle we had here.
Yes.
This is incredible.
Sorry about no Skeletor, but
well, I mean, we both love Skeletor. He's I've become a bigger fan of his here recently, and I can't tell you why. I don't understand it.
So Skeletor would have been in the Tux Hack spot, probably.
Okay. All right, so he wouldn't have, and a lot of respect to Skeletor, but I don't think he wouldn't have made the finals.
Space Wizard versus Eternius Sorcerer type deal.
Yeah. I do think he would have had some fun fights, but yeah.
Wow. I did not picture this in my head.
I didn't either. What a finality.
Johnny got a great matchup too, though, in Shredder and
I did. I'm still a little sore about the Velociraptor and Jaws, but I'll let it go.
Oh,
because they wouldn't have made it to the finals anyway.
Nemesis Enforcer.
Either way, he would have made it to the finals.
I'm looking right now, like, is G.I. Joe the movie streaming anywhere? Because it is kind of like a Veterans Day month, and it's not.
Yeah.
It's not. And I'm not looking for the live action one.
I've seen some of those.
Those are horrible.
What are you talking about? The Rock's in them. They can't be bad if the Rock's in the movie.
They're horrible. They're horrible. I have a feeling like this thing's on YouTube. So when I was like getting into collecting DVDs, the 2 DVDs I did buy, as you know, because we've covered it, is Transformers the movie.
Yeah.
And G.I. Joe the movie. Those were like the first 2 that I went looking for.
What a battle here, though.
Oh my goodness, it is on YouTube.
Oh, the whole movie's on YouTube?
The whole movie's on YouTube.
How long is it?
Hour and 33 minutes.
All right, it's 3 minutes too long, but I'll watch it for the show. I'll watch it for the show.
Okay, so we're gonna do G.I. Joe the movie. So we're gonna reveal our thing, and then Johnny's gonna say, you know what, Nemesis Enforcer is 100% awesome and way better than a Velociraptor.
Hold your breath. Who knows?
I'm just waiting for it. But thank you.
I don't think you realize just how much I love Jurassic Park.
I like it too.
It's one. No, I don't just like it. It's one of my all-time favorite movies. I'd put it in my top 5.
G.I. Joe the movie is one of my all-time.
That's why we had this battle here.
But when you see Nemesis Enforcer, I think you're gonna.
I'm sure he's cool, and I'll be honest when I watch it. But
he is awesome.
And if he's fighting Sergeant Slaughter, I'm on board. So
I think he beats him. Does he, or does Sergeant Slaughter beat him? I can't remember, but I know it's an epic fight.
I hope Slaughter wins it so I can come back and bring it up.
And I didn't realize how much G.I. Joe did for Sergeant Slaughter, or how cut he is in these.
Yes.
They
did him some favors.
Yeah. But that is it. Thank you for watching, listening. If you're listening, you can see the whole bracket. Go check out YouTube. And if you like what we do, support us on Patreon. I try and put up all the videos before I put them up on YouTube onto Patreon. YouTube's got some Let's Plays. I'm going to try and get some top 5 lists going. I know Johnny's even probably going to film a couple and send them over to me. Just random things that we're doing. I think, matter of fact, today I'm going to record top 5 discontinued snacks that I'd like to see make a comeback.
Better have a turtle pie on there.
Oh, gotta watch the video. Gotta watch the video. But that is what we are planning on doing. Just some random pop culture nostalgia with top 5s and like Patreon, YouTube, Facebook, all those great places. I think that's about it. And good morning, good afternoon, and good night.
Skeletor here. How the come was I not on this list? Was he man behind this? Travesty.